well, there's anything to bring me out of retirement, it's this guy. So, first Nintendo system in about, 8 years? 9 years? I can't do math, but I'm so unbelievably excited. I pre-ordered this back in May. I was able to actually win they had like the Nintendo like thing where you had to be a subscriber for 12 months and have like 50 hours of playtime or something like that. And I'm a Nintendo shill. So of course I've bought a year subscription of the Nintendo Switch Online. But, I've waited, far too long for this system to come out. We're gonna unbox it here. There's been a lot of unboxing videos on YouTube already. I actually haven't watched a single one of them. So maybe I should have looked up to see what's in the box. Actually, we can see it right there on the top. Let's look at it. What do we got? So we have the Switch, obviously. Duh. 2 Joy-Cons. What's that fourth one? Oh, the AC adapter. Okay. So they have a different AC adapter than the Switch one from the looks of it. Makes sense. USB cable to charge it. The new dock with a fan. Pretty hype. And then the new Joy-Con grip things. I'm guessing the new Joy-Con grip things have the magnets as well, which is cool. I'm excited to see how the magnets work in that. And then we have the Joy-Con straps that I literally have never once ever attached to my Joy-Cons. Like once, ever. Nope, nada. And then HDMI cable. I'm sure it's one of the fancier HDMI cables to, produce it all in 4K and all that. God, this webcam's autofocus is, no bueno, huh? Alright, we got some pretty obvious setup instructions here. Plug it in. No way. And then detach, release, press the release button. I'm excited to see how that turns out. I've seen it in a lot of promotional videos and all that junk. But yeah, let's get this open. And here it is. So I guess also for the record, I should clarify. For the entirety of the Switch's lifespan, let me get it right here. I've just had, I was playing Thousand Year Door remake. I was actually going to try and beat it before Switch 2 came out. Obviously, I failed. But what I'm getting at, I have the V1 Switch. I don't have the V2 one. I know the V2 one had some extra battery and all of that. This is the V1 Switch, the one without any of the enhancements. And I also never got an OLED Switch, and I know the OLED Switch has a bigger screen. And I know that the Switch 2 is an LCD, but I also know that it has the OLED size, I think. I think if I remember hearing correctly, the Switch 2 is the same size as this, but the screen is bigger. So let's see that. Let's see what we got here. So here we got the tablet itself. Let's get it now. Let's see what we're kind of dealing with here. This is kind of scary, but wow. That is quite the beauty. And this is light. I am shocked at how light this is for how much I heard about the performance. And then got the Switch 2 on the back, the kickstand that isn't a doggy doo-doo garbage. And then at the top here, we got the game card slot, that top USB-C port, which is so huge when you're playing in bed and stuff, I feel like. One thing I wanted to try is the game card slot that I noticed on my original Switch is kind of garbage. So I'm curious what the quality on this one is like. Oh, you open it from the back. Okay. Oh! That is a much sturdier, much smoother mechanism. So you pull it out through you kind of saw it there. You pull it out through the back, then you kind of just do that. And then there's this little middle bit here, and then just boink. Awesome. Already off to a fantastic start with the tablet itself here. Other thing to look at, the new Joy-Cons. Wow. Just by looking at them, I'm not sure, it's kind of hard to tell in the camera, I think, but these are a lot bigger than the Switch 1. Those joysticks are immaculate. Oh my god, those joysticks are immaculate. Buttons, A-button's feeling pretty good. D-pad also feels pretty good. Got the game chat button. I will never once be using game chat. Sorry, Nintendo. That was a stupid little bit of the system. I just really wanted a more powerful Switch too. Or more powerful Switch, I mean. So, all the buttons feel perfectly fine. You know, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna put these off to the side here. So we got here, we got some, you know, safety information. You know, if this thing explodes, then, you know, I'll suffer, you know? And then we have, yep, it's an ultra high-speed HDMI cable. Does it have, I wonder if it has, like, Nintendo branding on it at all. Because if I remember correctly, the Switch... Yes, it does. It has, it's kind of hard to see. You can sort of see it. Yeah, there it is. Yep, there's Nintendo branding on the HDMI cable. If it didn't, I would have returned it, because that's sad. And then we have the rails. You will never see these again. They will probably get lost somewhere in my room, never to be found again. All right, let's keep moving along here with the unboxing. We got some. Oh, here is the grip here. It's a lot smoother looking than the original Joy-Con grip. Actually, let's compare. So we got both here. And yeah, so the middle, let's see if it'll actually focus. There we go. So the middle bit is a lot thicker. And you can also, and it doesn't have these like bits on the side. It looks like that the original has a lot more, I guess, like girth to it. Let me get this in a spot. Yeah, so that's the new one. Yeah, so the old one has a bit more of an ergonomic design to it. But the Joy-Con 2s are also a bit bigger, so we're gonna have to see how that sort of plays out in the grand scheme of things. Let's get all this junk over here. And then I'm guessing, well, we'll do the dock last. Ooh, I like this new charging brick they got here. It's a lot smaller than the Switch 1 one was. That was fantastic English. I know you can applaud me in the comments. Yeah, I mean, it's a charging brick. Looks a lot smoother than the other one. I like it. Thumbs up. And last but not least, we have the Nintendo Switch 2 dock. Pretty neat. Now my question is, how do you open up the back here? Oh, it's as easy as that. I'm gonna put that away. Okay, so this is like the OLED dock. It has the LAN built into it. Super cool. Let me show. It's got the LAN right here. It's too big for the webcam. There we go. LAN's right there, if it'll autofocus. There we go. LAN's right there, and then we just have, you know, HDMI out, and then USB-C. And over here, we have just 2 HDMI, just like regular. But this is a very, very clean looking dock. It's a very similar thing. There's some ventilation hole. There's ventilation holes all throughout the bottom, which I imagine works with the fan in the dock to, you know, push everything out that it needs to push. Also, if you noticed, I got just the Switch 2. I didn't get the Mario Kart 8 or the Mario Kart World bundle. I pre-ordered this before I knew the price of Mario Kart World. My bad. That was definitely a mistake, but you know, honestly, I don't really. I mean, I'm definitely gonna buy Mario Kart World because I am, but I think for a while on the Switch 2, I really just want to replay Switch 1 games because I've seen a bunch of reports this morning that the Switch 2 enhances a ton of Switch 1 games that don't even have patches, which I'm excited to see. But let me put this dock back together real fast. But the thing that I'm personally actually really excited to test right now, and it's really easy to slot back in, W-Dock. But the thing I'm most excited to try right now is the little magnetic bits on the Joy-Con, because that's kind of like the new clicky thing we got going on. It's the new sound. So first time attaching the Joy-Cons. Let's see if it'll want to focus. Come on. Oh, also, you can kind of see there's the little optical sensor for the mouse mode. Oh, actually, before I attach them, I want to try... Oh, yeah. Those are so much better than the ones, like, just look at the... Well, and also, we can compare the sizes of the Joy-Con right now. And wow, it is just immediately obvious. Immediately obvious that this one is just, like, look at that. Try to get it, like, centered as possible. Yeah, wow. And then, but biggest improvement, these buttons, so much bigger, so much clickier. I actually don't think I could ever go back to these shoulder buttons, because, God, playing, like, one Joy-Con like Mario Kart, playing one Joy-Con Mario Kart is actually okay. It's playing one Joy-Con Smash Bros. That is absolutely just insufferable. This I could see it. This I could see it. But anyways, finally. Moment of truth. Let's magnet this joint. I'll put it up nice and close so you can hear the sound. Oh, I like that. Wow. And then just, oh, that's perfect. Listen to this. That is so utterly smooth. I love that. Just see? Yep. All you gotta do is press the button in a little bit lightly. I'm not gonna try to. I've seen YouTubers try and break it. I don't want to do all that. And also, I now know for next time to turn off the autofocus. Because autofocus on this camera is not great. But anyways, let's we done unboxing complete. Let's turn it on. Let's see. Have any charge in it? Oh, there it is. Mr. Nintendo. Let me get some of the junk off the screen here. Whoa, those speakers are good. Whoa. Okay, let's do the setup real fast. Setup process, you know. I'm in the Americas, you know, sure, I accept it. Nintendo, you can have my soul. Yep, let me connect to the internet real fast. For the record, I'm loving the setup music right now. The setup music is quite good. And also, something that I'm just now noticing as I'm typing it in, the D-pad on the Switch 2 feels really good. Like, I'm liking it. I'm a big fan of what they've done here. I like how I feel like you can roll your fingers a lot better on the D-pad. And so far it kind of looks like the menus are very, very similar to what they were before. Also, just like general feel in the hands as I'm waiting for this to connect feels really good. Like, it feels bigger, but it doesn't feel like heavier or anything crazy like that. I'm liking it. I also, again, the speakers. I like it. I like how there's music too. Nintendo maybe bringing back music? I'd love to see some music in the eShop. I know they released like an article or something being like, we didn't want music to distract from the experience or something like that, or something silly, something goofy. But yeah, internet settings complete. Like I said, the menus, very similar, you know, very similar sort of deal going on here. About to download update data. Yep, we do need that Switch patch. Let's see, let me select my time zone here. Figured that out, took me a little bit. Change play style. With the Nintendo Switch 2, you can play games wherever you want, however you want. Fair enough. You can now connect the AC with the AC adapter at the top of the system. Actually, let's try that out. Let's try this dock. Ooh, this dock is, or not this dock, but this kickstand. There's a lot. It's a lot tighter, but it's a lot. Wow, yeah. I saw it in the. Wait, that's good. That's good. I like the stand is so much sturdier because I know the OLED had an improved stand, but like I said, I never got the OLED. Just clicks right into place like the rest of the system. Not bad. Okay. Detach the right Joy-Con too. Okay. Detach. Oh, it actually wants me to do this. Okay. Well, let me detach. Let me put it like that so y'all can see. Detach this one too. Select A with the controller you just removed. Gotcha. We'll do that later. You can use the accessories in the same way. I actually really want to try that with the grip. Let's try it with the grip. Let's see if the magnets. Okay, magnets just stick right on. There we go. Oh, that won't be a problem. The ergonomics are actually a little bit better than I thought. I do kind of wish that these bits right here were bigger, like kind of like they are on the Switch 1 Joy-Con grip. But, you know, totally fine. No complaints. I wonder if we're going to get to try out the mouse mode in this. Choose a style. You can change it at any time. Okay. Can't download update data. Okay. Transfer data. Could do all that later. Future Mike here. I made a bit of a goof. As it turns out, you can't system transfer after you do the setup. So I have to factory reset my Switch 2 and do it all over again. Oops. Sure, okay, I have to update. But I can't update because it's broken. Can I update now? Oh, I can update now. Well, we could do this as a little test to see how the internet is on the Switch. Yeah. We're gonna just sit here for a bit and we'll cut back to when it's done updating here, because I know that the day 1 update basically makes it so you can play Switch 1 games at all, which is mildly important. So actually, one thing before I magically, I use the power of movie magic to cut to when it works. I want to try plugging it in to the top USB-C port. Let's see. I mean, it's probably gonna work like any other USB-C port on planet Earth, but I just want to see. We're gonna do this. God, actually having this. There we go. Oh, I got it, and it's charged 72% already. Not too bad. But oh my God, having the top USB-C port, it's like an angel's kiss, But anyways, like I said, we'll be back momentarily. I wish I was recording when I first booted the system on, because there was this really cool little jingle and all that. Just gonna have to take my word for it. But yeah, we have this system all set up. From here you can re-download, play games, content on your account. And let's see, did it like sync over a lot of my stuff? Let's see, virtual game cards. Oh, yep. There's all my games and stuff. God, it's gonna be a gajillion years before I able to download all of this. Let's turn auto brightness off, crank it. Wow, it's too bright for even the camera. The camera does not mess with all that brightness. This screen is incredible, absolutely incredible. Let's go on the eShop. Well, let me actually turn the brightness down a little bit so that the camera can kind of tell what's going on. There we go. Let's go to the eShop. Let's see if this new system is able to properly run the eShop as God intended. Also, shout out Nintendo using you can't see it because the camera, the webcam is not playing nice, but QR code sign in, absolutely beautiful. Best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. There we go, and we're in just like that. And would you look at that? Would you look at that? The eShop doesn't run like a piece of garbage. Okay. Get eShop recommendations now. Okay. The wish list loads instantly. Oh, this is so nice. I'm excited. Wow. It's just, it actually works. It actually just works. You go to a new thing, bam, everything loads. There isn't a whole ton of lag. You just going fast as heck. And you know what? Oh, and there's autoplay trailers. Wow. I mean, none of this is new stuff. But for Nintendo, it kind of is. It kind of is. Oh, there's a new little played by friends thing. Pretty neat. Let's go to features. What I really want to do is download, the GameCube one. Let's give that a download. Re-download. Let's do it. All right. First thing I've ever downloaded on my Switch 2. Let's go to the settings. Let's see what we got in here. All right, we got airplane mode, health and safety, auto brightness. Bluetooth audio is back. I wonder if it's any better. And then parental controls, you know what it is. System setting or accessibility, nothing too crazy. Data management. Wow. It's a lot of memory for a Nintendo console. A lot of memory. Got users, you know, controllers, accessories. I'm gonna have to try out the. I wonder? That is so cool. It just works. Okay, and then it turns this button into. Wow. This is awesome. Do that. I'll scroll down that way. So sick. HDR, okay, we'll have that on. You know, TV, all that sort of junk. Match power state. 120 hertz output. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Me, Amiibo themes. We're so back. Basic dark, baby. And then notifications. And let's see, sleep mode. No. Checks out, all normal. Let's see this. System update. Is there any more system updates? This mouse is just actually really good. I like this mouse. System lock, I know you can create like a pin for it now. Pretty neat. Oh, system battery percentage. Stop charging around 90%. Of course, we want to make sure that that is charging as much as possible. And yeah, you can just use the mouse anywhere in the Switch. Let's put the Joy-Con back on here. It's pretty cool. Who'll be using Game Chat? Me. Let's see. Is Game Chat like a menu or something? Welcome to Game Chat. About Game Chat. Yep. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure. Yep. I have to read all of it? Okay, whatever. Read it. Cool. Sure, I consent. Why not? Oh, okay. You need text message verification? Sure, why not? I'm gonna just set this up now and literally never, ever, ever use it again. Another QR code. Alright, getting myself a little verification code to never use Game Chat again. I'm sticking with Discord. To be entirely honest with you. Phone number saved. Alright. Coolio, let's get into Game Chat. Approve of friends for chatting. I mean, oh, okay, by default it just enables everyone. Sure. Enable everyone. Why not? Using Game Chat. Okay. Please respect others so everyone can use Game Chat. Okay. Have fun using Game Chat. So let's see, we can create a chat list. You know, I don't think there's anything crazy. No joinable sessions. Let's see, if I wanted to create a chat, select friends to invite. Okay. Seems cool. Let's check out the news. Let's see what we got. Okay, what news feed? Oh, that's right. You can see different people's news feeds. Got all this. Discover. New releases. No. You can filter. Channel list. You can book. Oh yeah, you can bookmark things now. I guess you can filter it by unread. Okay. Cool addition. Let's see. We checked out the eShop, the album. Probably, you know, same sort of deal. Game Share. Oh, I think Game Share is so cool. It's just like, as far as like all the adverts and stuff I've seen, it's just like Download Play from the 3DS, which is one of my favorite features of the 3DS and DS like family of systems was the Download Play. My siblings used that all the time as a kid, and whenever I like played Mario Kart 7 with like my cousins or something like that, same exact deal. I'm so happy they brought that back. That is honestly, for me, the killer feature of the Switch 2, is that. Same sort of deal here. And yeah, so those are my first impressions with the Switch 2. I think the screen is fantastic. The controller snapping on, really cool. I think that just everything about the Switch 2 is really neat right now. I'm going to have to, you know, transfer all of my stuff over from my Switch 1. We'll see how long that takes. I'll leave like a little, you know, edit in the video here to, you know, say how long it took, if it was, you know, any sort of, you know, tedious process or not. But yeah, thank you all for watching. If you watched till the end, after my disappearance for multiple years, thank you so much. And I will hopefully see you guys soon.